Hello everyone, welcome to another Premodern video from the Czech Premodern crew. I'm Koska, I'm here with Petr Sochůrek today. We're going to be playing a matchup of Mono White. Mono White versus Mono White today, but I think it's hardly a mirror match. In fact, it could be like, I'm not sure if it could be further from being a mirror match than it is.
I think we're sharing a couple of cards, but the strategies are different.
We have planes, we have swords to plowshares, is that it? Yeah, okay. But basically, Petr is going to be attacking and trying to kill me as fast as possible, whereas I'm going to be trying to stay alive, stabilize, and then win with some expensive late game cards. Maybe a few words about the deck that I'm going to be playing, the Mono White Control first. This is a pretty sweet brew. It has creature removal in the form of swords to plowshares, Curse Scroll, Wrath of God, but it has a lot of ramp actually. So it has Marble Diamond, Mindstone, Thran Dynamo, which is I would say it's a very good card that does not see enough play in Premodern. In this deck, it really shines because you're ramping in stuff like Decree of Justice, Eternal Dragon, Acroma, or just Temporal Aperture, which is a card that steadily gives you card advantage every turn it stays in play. Usually it hits planes, but then every now and then it flips something like Acroma, for example. Yeah, why not? Maybe one last thing about this deck, it is mono white, but one advantage of being monocolor is that you have a lot of space for non-basics. So like a lot of your spells are actually hidden among the non-basic lands. So you have Mana Denial in Wasteland, Rishadan Port, you have extra creatures in Mishra's Factory, and you have one Core Haven, which I think is a great card, especially against cards like Fire Axiom Dreadnought or such. Maybe against you're gonna have cheap cards, but still, it's a land that can neuter one of your creatures. So yeah, I'm planning to stay alive. What is your plan?
Well, I'm just going to try to kill you. I think people are trying all these like 5-color or 3-color like mono whites, but I think eventually everyone just kind of came to the conclusion that just playing only one color is the best. At least I think so. One card that kind of stood out to me that I didn't know before picking up the deck is Deathblade Elite.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not gonna shine in this matchup necessarily, but I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. So it's a 1/1. But it is a provoke, so it works against like elves. It works against cards like Goblin Lackey, and you can also make something like Exalted Angel not being able to gain life and just attack with your creatures. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a cool card, so I just wanted to mention it.
Yeah. It's. I think that the best is against Birds of Paradise, which can't even
that's actually crazy.
deal damage. You just snipe them. But yeah, so it's a matchup with a pretty clear dynamic, and I'm curious to find out who's gonna come on top eventually. So I won the die roll. I'm gonna start with the planes and pass the turn. Well, actually, okay, I'm just gonna sneak in a curse scroll and then I'm gonna pass the turn. That's maybe better. Sure. Go. Yeah.
I feel so embarrassed.
Go. I take it. Okay.
And Wasteland.
Sure.
Go.
End of turn cycle.
Yeah.
Find the planes.
After that, I will kill the port.
And my turn. Okay, I think I have to swords straight away. So you gain 1 and go.
The good old Crusade.
Alright.
Isn't this card banned in Magic or something?
Depends. Take 2, I get a 17.
Let's not get into the details.
I'll play Mission Port. Mind Stone. I'll pass the turn, and in your upkeep, I'm gonna tap one of the planes.
Okay. Back for 2.
15.
Wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Couple of options here. You have still a bunch of cards in your hand, right?
4.
Alright. I think I just want to cycle for planes, play the planes and pass the turn.
Back for 2.
Yep, 13. Is the elite gonna get me?
Your turn.
Mm-hmm. So this it's combat damage, right? Like it shouldn't survive a curse scroll activation. All right, how about a Thran Dynamo?
That's dangerous, right?
And yeah, I think so. Let's see if you have swords. I'm gonna play a morph, and you can go.
Well, let's just provoke on that.
All right. Okay. So this is blocking. Yeah. That's so one way how to kill an Exalted Angel. I was hoping you wouldn't really. Yeah, I underestimated you. My turn.
You underestimated that
No, actually, I didn't realize it yet. Yeah. I'm just making up excuses. Okay. All right. So.
It's okay.
Anyway,
you're gonna win very easily.
So I think what I want to do here is I want to play another Curse Scroll and Planes and have both scrolls online and go. I'm going to start shooting down your stuff. I
guess.
All right. Okay. You pass.
First damage.
I'll try to do something. Yeah, I think I want to ping the Silver Knight, say Thran Dynamo. Should do.
Oh, you don't have one card?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
And then I'm gonna shoot it again.
Yeah, so I just bump this.
Yeah. So I take 3, I go to 8.
Go.
Draw a card. That is not a bad card.
Is it a Acroma?
No. It's not that good. Also, I want to keep one. I need to keep one card in my hand all the time. So maybe I can just like upgrade my mana a little bit more with the Thran Dynamo. Sure. And yeah, I'll just pass the turn and see what you can come up with.
Go.
All right, end of turn. I say Wasteland. I shoot you for 2. So 19, and then now the question is: do I want to pop the Mind Stone or shoot you again? I think like eventually I want to bring back the Eternal Dragon, but then I don't want to have too many. Yeah, I think I want to shoot you one more time.
Okay. 17.
Go to 17. Okay, so what happens in my upkeep? If I bring the Eternal Dragon, then I draw a card. I might not be able to play everything, right? So I think I just wanna, and then I might not be able to. Like, wait, actually, I could like cycle and in response shoot twice, but then I don't have 6 mana if I bring back the dragon. So I think I want to still keep it in my graveyard. Draw a card. Interesting. Play the Wasteland and just pass the turn to you.
Ooh.
Okay, how many cards do you have?
2.
2?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so now I need to start doing something. Man, I really wish I didn't throw away that Exalted Angel now. Now you might still probably have Swords to Plowshares, but...
Go.
Alright, end of turn. Sure, I wanna ping you for 2, showing you Wrath of God. And then do that one more time. And then in my upkeep, I think I have to take the Eternal Dragon back. Also because I have the Wasteland now, so I'm kind of a little bit safer. Ooh. Does this work? Wait. Okay. Like if you have Swords to Plowshares, that's not so bad because at least I gain a bunch of life. But then, yeah, I think I have to do it. Because like you're at 13, I got a 6, you got a 9, you got a 4, you got a 5. Huh.
Decisions.
Yeah, this is quite a lot of math, and I'm pretty bad at speaking and playing at the same time. So, because like I want to keep the mana open for the Cursed Scrolls. Okay, so I think the way this works is that I want to play one more Dynamo, because why not, right? And then I just want to pass the turn to you.
Right, I'll try to shoot you. I say Silver Knight.
Silver Knight. So I hope you only have one. This one? That is a Silver Knight. I got a 6. Okay. Upkeep activation.
Draw.
You can still have a bunch of mana. You can play the Silver Knight and then activate the scroll, but only like this?
Yeah.
No blocks. I'll try to wasteland it. Sure. End of turn. I'll try to. I mean, I'm gonna say Wrath of God. You know both of the cards in my hand. At this point, that's not Wrath of God. Targeting you, of course, because otherwise I can't do anything. All right, my turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna go for the Eternal Dragon here. So this is 7. I'll hardcast the dragon and pass the turn to you.
So 2 to you.
Mm-hmm.
Swords to Plowshares.
Swords to Plowshares. Alright, so this one. That is Swords to Plowshares. Okay.
Upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
Swords to Plowshares.
Swords to Plowshares, sure. This one. That is Swords to Plowshares.
Draw.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Oh, that's actually lethal, right?
What's that?
You actually have 13 exactly, so I have to do something, right?
If I hit, then yeah.
Right, in that case I have to sort it.
Sure. So I gain 6 because of the crusade. I got an 8.
Oh, it works like that?
Yeah, of
Oh.
course. Okay.
Then I
So,
play Mishra and attack.
Oof, that is unfortunate. You have 1 card in your hand, and that's the swords, right? No, you
yeah,
played it
actually,
already,
yeah.
so I don't know your card. Okay, I know it's 8. Huh. Okay, so I think what I have to do here is yeah, I have to do this. So I have to play the swords first so that I can activate the scrolls. So I'm gonna Swords to Plowshares the Mishra's Factory.
Is there any point? Yeah, I guess I just
Yeah,
play
okay.
it.
So you got a 16. And then I hit the knight twice with the Wrath of
Yep.
God. My turn. So there's one more Eternal Dragon that I can bring back, which I think I should do. So I'll take it, draw a card. How does this work? Play planes. I mean, you know my hand, so I'll just play the 6/6 dragon and I'll let you go. Wait, did I? Yeah. It's 1 more mana, right? It's yeah. Okay, sorry. It's like this, but I mean, you know what my hand is anyway, so yeah.
I think I gotta do it.
Another swords. Sure, I go to
14.
14.
Go.
I'm gonna. Oh, this one is in exile, and I'm gonna shoot you with the Wrath of God for 2, so you get a 14. Draw a card.
I don't like my chances.
I'm gonna play planes and pass the turn.
Mother of Runes.
Mother of Runes, alright, I got a 12. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Whatever. I guess it's just attack.
Yeah, I think I have to snipe it, right? I'll deal 2 here. Wrath of God. End of turn, I'll ping you for 2.
Yeah.
Negative 12. Huh. So can go wrong here. Okay, so I'll take three mana here and draw a card. So 2 mana floating. Okay. Yeah, I think I just wanna wrath away the Mother of Runes because, like, I wanna keep shooting you. At this point, I don't think there's anything I can, like, not shoot down. Then I'll play another Mind Stone, and you go.
Sergeant.
All right, then.
I guess I just play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So end of turn, I say Coraven 2 to you.
Yeah.
You're a 10. And now the question is, do I kill the Sergeant or do I keep hitting you? I think the answer
is just like gate 2.
yeah, right. Yeah, I mean it's a fair thing in the race, but I'm just gonna keep hitting you. You got 8.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna draw a card. Alright, let's do this like last time. 2 floating, draw a card here. I mean 3 floating, draw 2 floating. I'm gonna play a Mind Stone with the 2 mana. And then I wanna go for Corehaven that you know about. And I think here I just need to shoot the Sergeant, otherwise bad things can happen. So I'll say Plains, kill it. And go.
Take 2.
Yeah. So what do you show me? Plains, alright. 8. Okay, here we go.
Big play.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shoot you for 2. You go to 6, and I'm 2 damage short of killing you. You also, the Corehaven only says attacking creatures. So if you kill it, yeah, that's what I mean. Like if it's not, huh?
All right, let's go.
Yeah. So what do I need? I need a 3rd Curse Scroll here. That would be sweet. I'll draw a card. Or this, actually.
No!
I mean, I'm not winning straight away. You're out of cards, right? So what I can do here is I can Wasteland your Wasteland. And then try to...
I can tap like Wasteland. But
you can tap like Wasteland. And I think I don't want to draw a card with Mind Stone in case I draw like another land which is not Plains. Because then I couldn't play it. So... yeah, I think I just wanna pass.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, I actually had you dead, right? You could have drawn with the Mind Stone, but
yeah, right. Like I would have to draw Swords to Plowshares, but then the math doesn't work again with the Curse Scrolls. So that was pretty tight.
that was a sweet game.
Yeah. We're on to sideboarding. Game 1 was not as much about creatures as about artifacts, actually, with Curse Scrolls on both sides, racing for the win. So I think it only makes sense that the sideboarding is a lot about artifact hate and then more artifacts which are good in the matchup. So I'm bringing in Masticores because they snipe all your little guys, and then these 4, which are actually primarily... answers to your Null Rod, which I think can really give me some hard time with the amount of artifact mana that the deck is playing, and also it switches out my Curse Scrolls. and also it's a sideboard against your Cursed Scrolls, which can kill me. I'm boarding out some expensive cards that are not that great in this matchup. Akroma still has wrong protections, and Decree of Justice can be sweet, but if I have that much mana, I think that that's the winning part is not the problem. The problem is to get there and to not die somewhere on the way.
As for me, I'm boarding on 4 Drill. They played Elites. I think just 1-1 or 1-1 is not really good enough for Magic in general, I guess.
Sometimes the opponent can overlook the fact that it's a 2-2 and not a 1-1. And
it was a defining factor of game 1, but despite that, I don't think it's gonna happen again. So
yeah.
And I'm also boarding out Crusades. They get worse with me boarding out Elites. You have a lot of removal. I think the games are gonna be pretty grindy. So I just think that a 2-mana enchantment that's not gonna really do much most of the time. It's not great. One thing that it is good against is a Core Scroll maybe sometimes, but I think overall it's just not great. Bringing in Armageddons, which are obviously great. Sometimes it might not be enough because you might have already like a bunch of Dynamos and such in play, but I think overall the card is still great. And one card that I really want to point out to is this Null Rod, which can actually kind of turn off your entire deck. And that's actually the reason why I'm also bringing in the Enlightened Tutor. It might seem kind of weird to bring in Tutor in like this sort of a grindy matchup because it's just a 2-for-1. But I think Null Rod is powerful enough that it's probably worth it. So.
Yeah, I think so. I think it could be considered a silver bullet in this matchup because it can usually blank 2 or 3 of my cards, and then the card advantage is not there. All right, let's go for game 2.
You start, right?
You start. I won game 1. You go first.
Forgot.
You can let me go first.
I was just assuming that I won the game 1.
Almost.
Oh, I actually want to play this. Sorry.
Sure, that's fine. Go. So we both kept our 7, and there we go with the Silver Knight. All right. Moonstone, go.
Back for 2.
Yes.
Guess I'm just gonna hope we don't have a Wrath of God. Go.
All right. I don't have a Wrath of God. I have Masticore. So now the question is, do you have an answer to this? And go.
Yeah.
You do. All right. 22. That was quick.
4.
And it's 18 again.
And worse than you.
Sure.
Go.
How many cards?
2.
2 cards. I'll just sacrifice the Mind Stone to draw a card.
I like to see that.
Yeah, I bet. Planes, go.
Planes. Which one?
So you're saying planes, this one. That is a planes, and in that case I'm just gonna kill the scroll.
Take 2.
And so I go to 16, and it's your turn.
4.
12.
Play the planes. The Surgeons.
Sure.
Go.
Okay, now I wouldn't mind a Wrath of God. That is very much not a Wrath of God. So Dynamo and go.
Ooh, I actually get to activate this.
Yeah, this might be a quick game. 8.
Another.
Oh. Okay, I think it's now or never. Never. I think I'm dead, right? This is, well, just actually maybe not. We'll see. Actually, this might still work out. Okay, so I'm gonna play Marble Diamond. 1 mana floating. I'll play War of Silence. And then a Wasteland and pass.
So what is the best rebel to find?
I think there's just either Whipcorder or another Sergeant. Is there something else?
Yes, I just did that.
You have a Whipcorder, yeah. I think that's the best one.
So it is an attack for 8, right? Assuming you don't have anything. Am I missing something?
You are not missing anything here.
Let's just go for it.
And I don't have anything. Alright, game 3. Game 3, I'm gonna be on the play. We both kept our 7.
Yep.
True.
True nerd.
Yeah. Go.
It actually kind of resembles Prague, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's well, the AI tried its best.
It's alright.
Sure.
It's crazy how 2-mana 2/2 is actually like a real threat.
Yeah. Like, the first strike is largely irrelevant in this matchup. The protection is definitely irrelevant,
Yeah,
and
just
it's
a 2/2.
still, it's still something. It's a clock.
It's actually worse than like Grizzly Bear because you cannot tap Mishra's Factory to play it. It's like actually really bad, but it's still good enough. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is a clock. Morph. Go. Mm-hmm. 18. Yes.
Go.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna fly over for 4, I guess.
So just for the listeners, because we didn't show it on camera, I actually realized that like Aura of Silence can kill Masticore as well. So I was just thinking, oh, that's probably just better than Source to Plowshares, right? I should just swap those two cards.
So this should have been Swords to Plowshares, like
it wasn't game 2. So yeah, that's just how I roll, guys.
Yes.
Attack.
Yeah.
Play
20.
some idiots.
Okay, that's a lot of dorks.
Go.
There is a lot of dorks. One of them also can deal with the Exalted Angel, kinda. So I'm gonna deal 4 here.
I actually kind of forgot about Exalted Angel when boarding. That was just stupid.
There's not a lot of like the swords deal with the Eternal Dragon and Exalted Angel. Basically, that's the thing. And then
Masticore as well.
Masticore,
right?
Sure, Masticore as well. But it depends on like how much you're worried about those cards. So I think. Let's see. I think what I should do is play a Mind Stone, then another Wasteland, and another Morph. And I'll pass with that. And okay. So actually, I can't play this because of the Aura of Silence. It makes my artifacts more expensive, right? Okay,
I knew
so
it all along.
that. So I'm just gonna play the Morph then, and I'll pass. That's good enough. I don't know if I've ever played against this card ever before. Sure.
Attack.
Does it do something else that I don't know about? Okay, how about I just block the Mishra's Factory here.
Okay.
So it's kind of obvious, isn't it? Okay, how about I kill the Mishra's Factory and then I take 4. Yeah, that was cheap.
Yeah.
End of turn, I'll try to kill the Whipcorder.
That's probably GG.
So you go to 14 and I'll try to deal a lot of damage here. So flip another Exalted Angel and attack for 8.
Oh, it hurts.
Okay, so you get a 6. I got a 28 and go.
And I'm dead.
Alright. We've seen 3 games.
Yeah.
The first one was back and forth with some sweet top decks in the late game. How about the second and the third one? The post-board games felt like they were a bit different than the pre-board
Yeah,
game.
I felt under a lot of pressure in the post-board games. It's just like really hard to sideboard because you need a lot of threats, but you also have like creatures that I have to deal with, so I have to keep in some removal spells, so it's just really hard to sideboard. And then if you draw the bad part of your deck against what you're doing in that specific game, it can go really bad. So I felt like an underdog in the post-board games for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we've seen, like, you need artifact removal because Cursed Skull can just shred you to pieces. You also need swords for Exalted Angel, as we've seen in the third game. So, but then, like, you can't board in everything. You have to make some choice, like, what's is the split, and then, as you mentioned, you draw the wrong answers, and that's it.
Because also, if I only have like one creature in play, then you can just play Dynamo and ramp into something big. If I have like multiple creatures, you can Wrath of God me.
Right.
So it's just very difficult overall.
Yeah. Game 2 was a lot about, like, was there a point at which you thought, now I have to go all in and hope he doesn't have it? Or were you, like, testing the waters with a couple of creatures and still holding some as a backup?
Well, my entire plan was based around this 2-mana 2/2, so I
that has to be a good plan,
at that point,
right?
I was really thinking that 1 is going to be enough, so I just think I had to go for it.
Right.
If you have it, you have it.
Right.
So.
And it's just 3 Wrath of Gods in the deck, so it's not like the control deck doesn't have it always, so sometimes you just have to go for it. Yeah. Right. So you mentioned that overall it felt like you were a bit of an underdog in the matchup. Would you say it's like 60-40 or?
I think so. I think maybe the game 1 is kind of close-ish, but post-board you're, I think, kind of a big dog, so overall it's probably not great. Maybe if the sideboard is constructed differently, I don't really know, what would it be exactly,
right.
But if you have like a really good plan, maybe you have a better chance, but I felt like I'm just gonna get crushed.
Right.
I think I was kind of lucky to win the game too, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, the deck floods, the control deck floods. Sometimes it has 34 mana sources. 3 of them are Mind Stones that can cycle, but the rest is just taps for mana, and maybe sometimes it's a Wasteland or Mishra's Factory, so it can flood pretty badly. Maybe one last thing here. You mentioned at the beginning that White Weenie with no splashes seems to be the way to go. Do you think that a blue splash for Meddling Mage or something, or maybe a red, would help you out in this matchup? Like, would it give you something that's a valuable tool that you otherwise wouldn't have?
Well, Meddling Mage for Wrath of God would definitely help a lot. Also, you can just have a counter magic, right? Like,
right.
You can play like Mana League or something like that. So that would certainly help in this matchup. That doesn't necessarily mean I think that's like a better version overall, but in this matchup it would be better for sure.
Yeah, I think the discussion is still going on, and it will probably never stop. Like some discussions just that they go on forever, and I also don't have like a clear idea.
Yeah, I think at the beginning of Premodern format, everyone was just playing mono white. Then people kind of realized that you can splash pretty easily.
Yeah,
and then people were like, "Why am I taking damage and playing all these like weird lands when I can just play mono white?" And it's just going back and forth. No one really knows.
Yeah, I think you're gonna find staunch defenders of one and the other approach as well, and that's the nice thing about it.
Right.
So thanks for the games. I hope you guys liked the video. If you want to watch more of those, feel free to subscribe or like the video, and we're gonna see you next time with another Premodern matchup.
Don't forget to follow us on social media, Instagram and Twitter. Bye.
See you guys.